My fiancée told me I hurt her inside while I funded her wishes, and she went on dates with other men in secret until her plan failed one night. I am 29 years old, a man, and I work with numbers in Phoenix City. I make $78,000. I am not rich, but I have enough money. I own a home with 2 bedrooms in Ahwatukee. I bought it 3 years ago when home prices went down and people who sold homes really needed to sell. I pay $1,800 each month for the home loan, plus $350 more for other home costs and bills. I was with Megan, 27, a woman, for 4 years. We were going to get married for almost a year. She worked at a dentist's office making about $32,000 until she lost her job 8 months ago. Since then, she has worked small jobs from time to time. Megan moved in with me 2 years ago, but her name was not put on the home loan. She did not have a job at that time, and her money score was about 580, so I did everything myself. This made sense then, but made less sense when she started acting like the home was hers while giving only about $300 from her small jobs when she had them. Then came Jessica, Megan's old school friend who came back into our lives 6 months ago like a bad sickness. She was someone who was most happy in school days and still talks about school club problems from 2017. She is now 29 years old and had 3 failed businesses that were really just plans to get money from others. Through Jessica, Megan found a group called Rise Phoenix. It began as simple coffee meetings at popular places in Scottsdale where women talked about what they could do. But it turned into a group like a cult where they looked at everyone's relationships and decided who was stopping others from growing. The group leader is Amanda, a 38-year-old life teacher who charges $2,000 for special meetings. She has never been married and drives a white car that she rents each month, which costs more than my home loan. After 2 months, Megan became very hard to be around. She spent $2,800 of our wedding money on plain things from a small store that charged 3 times more than normal for cloth with a big goal statement. She used to be nice. She would make food most nights, watch many shows with me on weekends, and get happy about small things like new TV shows or good deals at the store. She was the kind of girl who got happy for Taco Day, made a space cake just for fun, and took my warm shirt on weekends. Then came the order that looked like it was about growing as a person. She said, "I need Wednesdays and Saturdays all to myself for my growing work. This cannot change. You can find other things to do during my special time." This was not a question, it was a demand from someone who paid maybe 15% of the home costs. She would leave at 6 p.m. on those nights dressed like she was going to a big job. She said she was going to meetings to make things happen and women's group meetings. Yes, right, and I am making happen a girlfriend who pays half the bills and does not tell me I am a bad man for wanting to watch sports games. The taking over of my home happened very fast. Megan took our living room for group meetings on Tuesday, Thursday, and some Sunday afternoons. 5 to 8 women would meet in my space while Amanda ran cheap meetings about letting go of men's control. They would move my things without asking, put my small table against the wall, and use my eating place as their main spot for their dream boards and goal papers. They would take food from my kitchen like they owned it. They drank my coffee and ate food they never bought again. But when she touched my game things, it was like starting a fight. I came home one Thursday to find my corner changed into her quiet thinking and wish-making space. My game boxes and screen were put in the bedroom closet because she said electronics made bad energy that stops good things from coming. I saved for 6 months for those game things. I had a special game chair, a desk that moves, good wire setup, and colored lights. I spent many hours setting up my special place after working with papers and phone calls all day. The next week, I found my $800 game chair in the trash can. She said she gave it to the world for better feelings. Where is my chair, Megan? I gave it back to the world. You should be happy I'm helping you let go of things that keep you in bad thinking. You threw away my things. I don't need to ask to clean our space of bad energy. That chair was stopping your spirit from growing. That was my chair, in my home, that I pay for all by myself. She moved her eyes like I was a baby having a fit. Your man energy is making me feel bad right now. You're giving off such bad feelings that it is stopping me from making things happen.
Bad feelings? I will show you some real bad feelings. I took my game things out of the bedroom that same night. I put everything on the kitchen table since the princess took my old corner. The way she used her phone changed from normal to very secret in one day. She started taking secret calls in the bathroom that lasted 30 to 40 minutes, saying Amanda needed help right away about new chances. Late one Tuesday night, I heard her in the bathroom again, talking in that sweet voice she had not used with me in months. It was sweet, flirty, and she seemed happy and interested in the talk. I asked who she was talking to when she came out. Lisa, from the group planning our dream board meeting tomorrow. You are so suspicious lately. It is really not attractive energy. Lisa sounded like a man for a 26-year-old life teacher who said she was good at helping women feel strong. I started looking more at our shared bank account. What I found made me feel sick. Megan had spent almost $3,000 on feel-good junk over 3 months, $800 for Amanda's change classes, $1,200 for one-on-one meetings, and $600 more for secret important meetups that for some reason needed new clothes every time. All our wedding money was spent on someone else's business plan. The detailed papers said, like a dream for someone who tricks people, Rise Phoenix meeting, $300, very important women's group time, $450, wish-making group, $200. I asked her about spending money from our shared bank account without asking. That is not spending money. That is putting money into our future business. When my change business starts next year, you will want to leave your boring job and be part of something important. What business? You go to meetings and put up happy words on picture sites. You would not understand because your worker mind cannot see business ideas. Some people are meant to build big things while others just go to work and come home. At the same time, she stopped giving her usual $300 each month for the home. I need to save my money for good chances. You make enough money to pay for the basic home things. The basic things, like home loan, insurance, home taxes, bills, food, her car insurance, everything that lets us live like normal people. So I was paying for her life change and her dream business while she treated me like a worker who should be happy for the chance to help her. I started to see that she would come home from Wednesday and Saturday meetings looking very happy and would quickly go to wash like she needed to wash off proof. She would sing while getting ready for these meetings. She tried harder to look good for these meetings than she did for our own dates in months. New small clothes for women started showing up in the wash. Expensive ones that I did not buy. They still have the store tags on them when I saw them drying on the bathroom door. Another wish-making meeting tonight? I asked one Wednesday night as she put on makeup like she was going to a big school dance. It is called growing as a person, Mark. Maybe you should try putting time and money into yourself instead of saying bad things about what you do not understand for spirit growth. She was dressed like she was going to eat at a very nice eating place. The way she used her phone became very fearful. She started taking every call outside, saying Amanda needed help right away at all hours. One night, around 11 p.m., I heard her in the bathroom again talking in that sweet voice. I know, right? It feels so good to talk with someone who really understands me and helps me grow. Wednesday works great for me. I really cannot wait to see you again. I asked who she was talking to when she came out. Lisa, planning our group dream board meeting for tomorrow. You are really sad with how little you trust me. Lisa's voice was deeper than mine, which seemed strange for a woman life teacher who said she was good at helping women feel strong. I started to wonder if I was wrong at this time. Maybe I was really the problem stopping her from growing. Maybe my small mind and thinking I don't have enough were stopping her from being all she could be. Maybe she was really changing into something better while I stayed in my bad man ways. I tried to help her change for 2 weeks. I asked questions about her meetings, told her to go for her goals, and even said we should go to talking together to work on my clear feeling problems. At last, she said with happiness, I have waited for months for you to see your problems and decide to grow. That is when the world gave me clear truth with a phone sound. I was using the bathroom one evening when her phone on the table lit up with many messages. New person on the dating app. Kevin sent you a message. Hey, beautiful, free tomorrow night? Your daily people to meet are ready to look at. My soon-to-be wife was looking for new men to date while wearing the $3,800 ring I gave her that cost me 3 months of extra work. She was dating other men in the same home I paid for. Wearing clothes I bought. Eating food I paid for. We were together for 4 years. I was working very hard to pay for our wedding and the life I had been planning and saving for. She was moving from one man to another while calling me fearful and sad. Her talks with men were right there on the screen. Many men were writing to her, wanting something real with someone who likes growth and trying hard. Her pictures were taken in our bedroom wearing clothes I had paid for. The messages went back for weeks.
They made plans to eat, plans to get coffee, and late-night talks about how her current relationship was stopping her from being all she could be. One of the men she wrote to was Kevin. I did not know him, but it turned out he used to work near my friend Mark. We were talking while eating lunch. Mark said he saw Megan's page. "Your soon-to-be wife is on the dating app, right?" he asked, looking uncomfortable. It seems Kevin matched with her a few weeks ago. He said she told him she was living with someone, but it was almost over and she was moving on. Kevin did not continue talking to her. He said something felt wrong. This was not just fun or making herself feel good. She had plans to leave. She was planning for a new man while still eating the food I paid for. One very nice message: "My soon-to-be husband feels so bad about my success that he cannot even help me grow as a person. I am ready for a real man who likes strong women instead of trying to control them." Another great message: "Wednesday and Saturday nights work great for me. He thinks I am at spirit meetings." Laughing out loud. I knew right away what to do. It was time for the big plan. I called my brother Mike the next morning from my car during my lunchtime. He is 34 years old. He has his own electric business. He has no time for relationship games after his own divorce 3 years ago. She is not being true to me. Many dating apps, meeting men during her special change time. How did you find out? I saw her phone messages, talks with men, plans to meet, everything. Wow, Mark, what will you do? I will do everything. I am done paying for someone who has no respect for me. Good. What do you need from me? Help with the law. When I end this and help after, she will go crazy. It is about time, brother. When will you do it? This week. Act fast, act hard. Don't give her time to get ready. Smart. Do you want me there when it happens? That is probably a good idea. She might try to make it bad. My first real call was to my lawyer, David, who helped me buy my home and with work papers. Is her name on the home loan or rent paper? No, only my name is on everything. She has paid maybe $300 a month when she wants to. A clear 30-day note to leave, then by law, she is just a guest who has stayed too long. I started to fix things right away. Wedding people, shared bank accounts, shared things we pay for, papers for everything. Some wedding people kept the money I gave them, but losing some money was better than paying divorce lawyers later. The wedding place person was surprisingly nice. This happens more than you would think. We will give back what we can for the cost to cancel. Megan had no idea what was happening. She was too busy with her change journey to see me working from home more, making important phone calls, organizing money papers, and talking to law and money helpers. On Wednesday, she did her usual getting ready for a date plan. She spent 2 hours getting ready for her wish-making meeting with Amanda's group. Full makeup, tight dress, expensive smell-good water for spirit growing. Another special wish-making meeting. Tonight we are doing Seeing Our Future Partner work. It is very hard stuff that you probably wouldn't understand yet. The talking down to me way she spoke was perfect motivation for what was coming. She left at 6:30, on time, singing a pop song and looking at her phone all the time for messages from her special men. On Thursday, I did step one at the bank. I took away Megan's use of our shared bank account and moved the rest of the money to my own bank account. It felt very good to see her name go away from my money accounts. I also closed our shared credit card. She had spent $1,200 in the last month, mostly at eating places and clothes stores during her change journey. On Friday, everything was ready. The legal note to leave was ready, wedding people were called, money accounts were safe, and papers were in order. Saturday was her next special change night. It was the perfect time for the main event. Mike came over Friday night for help and to be a witness. Are you sure you want to do the big plan? She made her choice months ago when she started treating me badly while I paid for her dream life. It is time for her to face what happens. Good for you, man. She has treated you badly for too long. It is time to remind everyone whose home this really is. On Saturday evening, Megan did her weekend plan. Long shower, careful hair fixing, professional makeup, a new dress I had never seen before that showed up in our clothes space. Another special wish-making meeting with the women's group. They are doing special partner calling tonight. Amanda said I am finally ready for the hard class after all my change work. The irony was very nice, calling for special partners while wearing my ring and clothes I had bought to get ready to meet men she found on dating apps.
She almost flew out the door at 6:30, looking very excited for her spirit-growing meeting. At 11:20 p.m., the key turned in the lock. Megan came in looking very happy and right away looked at her phone for messages from her special men from the evening. Her hair was a little messy and she had fixed her makeup in a car mirror. She had that happy look women get after a very good date. How was the wish-making meeting with Amanda's group? It was a great change tonight. I now know clearly what I should have in relationships and what feelings have been stopping me from being my best. It's funny you should talk about deserving things and clear understanding. I gave her the big envelope with official law paper, right format, everything David said would have the most effect on her mind. She looked at what was inside. Her face went from not understanding to worried to full fear. Mark, what is this supposed to be? A 30-day note to leave. You have 1 month to find another place to live. This is crazy. You cannot just make me leave our home. My name is on the home loan. You pay maybe 10% of the real costs. By law, you were a guest who has stayed too long. But we are getting married in October. We were engaged. I ended the wedding yesterday morning. All wedding people have been told, and I need my grandmother's ring back right now. She held her left hand tightly. Mark, please, we need to talk about this. The ring now. She slowly took it off her finger like she was taking off part of who she was. The $3,800 ring with diamonds and shiny metal sat in my hand like proof that I was right. That is when the spirit change mask came off all the way, showing pure thinking she should have everything and anger under it. You cannot do this to me. I have put 4 years of my life in this relationship, and I have put about $60,000 of real money in it. It is time to stop losing and move on alone. This is about the women's group, right? You feel bad because I am finally growing past your feeling limits? Actually, it is about Kevin from the dating app and Jake from the other dating app and whatever other special men you have been making happen during your special Wednesday and Saturday change meetings. Her face lost all color like someone had pulled a plug. For the first time in months, Megan could not speak at all. Her thinking she was right went away, and she had that look a deer has when lights are on it, the look people get when they know they just lost their last chance. I can explain that. No need. Her messages explain themselves. Looking for a real man who likes strong women while wearing the ring I bought and planning your way to leave? She tried to think of something to say, but we both knew nothing would matter. On Monday morning, the women's army came. Many car doors closed hard outside at 10 a.m. Amanda's white car, Jessica's old car, and another car I did not know. 4 women walked to my front door like a team getting ready for a mind fight. They did not knock. Megan used her key and took them into my living room like they owned the place and were having an emergency work meeting. We need to deal with this problem right now, Amanda said, sitting in my soft chair like she was running a big business meeting. Get out of my house. Megan has law rights here. What you are doing is home bad treatment and money abuse. We are here to help protect her. Mike, who knew this show would come, came from the kitchen with a big smile on his face. Oh, perfect! The women's group came right on time. This should be very fun. Jessica jumped in with full angry woman energy. You cannot just throw her away like trash because she has grown past your fears and feeling problems. Mike started laughing. Grown past what, lady? She has lived here for free for months while playing like she's a business owner with stolen money. This talk is between us and Mark, Amanda said, trying to be in charge again. Actually, it is between Mark and his guest, who does not pay. You 3 are just on private land without permission. It was time to use the big plan I had been getting ready all weekend.
I took out the thick pile of papers I had been putting together since Thursday night. Research, papers, public records, money papers, everything I could get by law. Since we are talking about law issues and rights, let's talk about your business ways, Amanda. I put papers all over my small table like a law person showing proof to people who decide if someone is guilty. Amanda Smith, also known as Amanda when it is better for business. You filed for no money 14 months ago after getting more than $80,000 in business debts, 3 court orders for unpaid business loans and bills totaling $23,000 that are being taken from your pay at your day job. Yes, the Dr. Bill Company downtown where you work on insurance papers 40 hours a week. Mike whistled. Day job? I thought she was a successful business owner. Then there is Rise Phoenix LLC, a business not signed up with the right papers, working without the right permission, reported to the business police for tricking people by 7 different women in the last 18 months. The room became very quiet, except for papers moving. Bank papers showed Amanda took more than $52,000 from local women for change programs she never fully gave. 2 active trick investigations in Tucson, an order to stop from her old business partner in Nevada. I even showed it all to my friend Jason, who works at a money company. He looked through it and said, "Man, this is a perfect trick. If she is not taken to court this year, I will eat my work ID." Megan looked like she might throw up on my floor. "Megan, your $2,000 went right to Amanda's car rent payment and home rent. It is all written down right here in her no money papers under business costs." But here is my best find. Jessica, thank you for being such a good, helpful friend to Megan during her change journey. Jessica's face turned very red, knowing bad things were coming. "Especially when you were using Megan's dating pages to set up your own meetings with her men." Mike laughed very loud. "Wow, Mark, her own friend was taking her men?" "That's right. My work friend Kevin showed me the phone pictures last week. You have been pretending to be Megan, using her pictures to set up group meetings and 3-person times with men she matched with." Megan turned around to look at Jessica with complete shock and hurt. "Wait, there's more. Lisa, I love that social media expert name on the work site. Very impressive for someone getting government money after being fired for stealing from their last boss." Lisa started moving toward the door like she was planning to run away. Here is what really happened. Megan Amanda runs a classic get money from others trick, especially going after women going through life changes. She keeps them away from people who help them, puts big dreams about business success in their heads, then takes their money while making them see stable partners as things that stop growth. I looked right at Megan with clear understanding. She taught you to see me as the bad person stopping you, so you would need her help more. She told you to use the dating app, so you would have plans to leave when I found out what was happening. She was getting you ready to leave this relationship while getting as much money as you could first. The women's group started falling apart right away, like a planned building coming down. Jessica and Megan started arguing loudly about the fake dating trick. Amanda moved toward the door, Lisa quickly deleting social media apps from her phone. "Time is up, ladies," Mike said happily. "The way out is right behind you." They ran away like bugs when bright lights are turned on in a dark kitchen.
Megan stayed at the door, looking completely broken and lost. "Mark, I promised I did not know about most of this trick stuff. You knew you were cheating on me every Wednesday and Saturday for months. You knew you were lying to my face while I paid for everything. You knew you were spending my money without asking on someone else's business. That was enough. But even if you were being tricked and used, you are a grown person who chose to treat me badly while I paid for your whole life. Accept what you did instead of acting like you were hurt." She tried to say something to defend herself, then knew she had nothing left to say. The door closed with the best sound I had heard in months. Mike smiled like he had just watched his favorite team win the big game. "Wow, brother, that was perfect. You just took apart a whole bad business." It felt great. So what happens now? Now I enjoy the quiet and peace. 3 weeks after the big women leaving, my life became what it should have been all along. Amanda disappeared completely when her trick investigation became a national case. It turned out that many groups in 3 states were making cases against her business. She might go to national prison for money tricks, not paying taxes, and running an investment business without permission. Her car was taken back. Her home kicked her out for not paying. The last I heard, she was living with her parents in California, facing many court cases from old people who wanted their money back. Jessica moved back in with her second old husband, which seems to be her normal pattern, according to Mike's girlfriend, who knows what people say in the area. The old husband calls it the power cycle. She joins some help group, ruins her current life, then comes back begging when real life hits her hard. But Megan's amazing fall was the real fun. It started with more and more sad voice messages about being tricked and needing help to deal with her pain. I blocked her number after the 5th sad story about how she was the real one who was hurt. Then, friends we both knew started saying they saw Megan around town, at a motel near the airport, working as a food server at a restaurant late at night, asking everyone for small money gifts that became bigger money gifts. Her parents stopped giving her money after she tried to say it was their fault for not teaching her better relationship skills. At the same time, I was living like a king in my own home. I got my game things back with big improvements, a new big curved screen, a good keyboard, and a nice game chair with good back support. Mike helped put everything up perfectly with good wire management. I got a work promotion sooner than expected. All the extra hours I worked while Megan was finding herself were seen by the bosses. I got a senior analyst position, a $12,000 raise each year, better work benefits, and company shares. The money gain was amazing. With the wedding money back, Megan not costing me money anymore, selling her ring for $3,400, and no more spending without permission, I suddenly had $35,000 more than before. No more paying for dream businesses. No more sharing costs with someone who does nothing. No more surprise credit card bills. I started spending time with my old friends again. These were men I had been forgetting about while Megan tried to change who I was and who I spent time with. A trip to Vegas is planned for next month. This is something she would have said no to right away, as fun that does not help you be your best. The home felt like my place again, instead of some health rest place. Furniture was put in spots that felt good, instead of for energy flow. Normal food in the icebox, sports on TV without talk about how society makes people act. Mike came over last weekend with new news. Amanda is now officially facing national charges, money tricks, not paying taxes, everything. Jessica's third divorce is getting bad. Her husband found Megan's dating pages on her phone with proof of the fake dating trick. And what about Megan herself? She has been calling everyone we know, asking for money and a place to live. She lost the motel room last week and now lives in her car. That sounds like a problem she needs to fix herself. It gets even better. She went to Amanda's old home yesterday yelling about getting her money back. People who lived there called the police when she started hitting doors looking for new addresses. Absolutely perfect fairness. But the best part of this great day came Tuesday evening around 8 p.m. The doorbell kept ringing. The security camera showed Megan looking like she had been living badly for weeks.
Hair not washed and messy, clothes wrinkled and dirty, makeup smeared. She looked like someone whose life had completely fallen apart. I let her ring it 5 more times before I slowly opened the door. "Mark, please, I really need to talk to you. There is nothing left to talk about. I know I messed up everything. I know I was completely wrong about the group and Amanda and how I treated you, but I have no home now, Mark. I live in my car in Walmart parking lots. Sounds like a problem you need to fix yourself." She started crying real tears this time. "I spent all my money on that change program. Amanda took all my money and disappeared. Jessica hurt me with the dating thing. My parents will not help anymore. I have nowhere to go. You should have thought about what would happen before treating me badly for months. Please, just let me stay on the couch for a few days while I figure things out. I will get better soon. I promise I will pay you back. I have a better idea. There is a place for people with no homes on 5th Street near downtown. They serve food at 6 o'clock. Mark, please, I will do anything. I have learned my lesson." "Anything? Here is what you will do. You will walk away from my door right now and never come back. You will fix your own problems like the strong woman who does not need help that you said you were during your change. But I love you. I made bad mistakes, but I really love you. You loved my pay. You loved my home that gave you a free place to live. You never loved me as a person." She kept begging, offering to change completely, promising to be different, saying she had learned important lessons about relationships. Megan, you had 4 good years to value what you had here. You chose to throw it all away for a dream life with other men. These are just the normal results of your grown-up choices. I closed the door while she was still talking and making more and more sad promises. I watched on the security camera as she stood there for 10 more minutes, probably hoping I would give in like I had during other fights. When I did not come back or answer, she finally walked away to her car. I have not seen or heard from her since that sad show. I heard from friends we both know that she finally moved back in with her parents in Ohio, working at a Target store now, writing angry social media posts about how men who do not show feelings cannot handle strong women who know they are important. Yes, really strong. Living with mom and dad at 27 while folding clothes for $12 an hour. At the same time, I'm sitting in my clean, neat, quiet home with a work promotion, much better money, and clear understanding about what I want in future relationships. The best getting back is not big plans or loud fights. It is just refusing to pay for people who do not respect you, and then doing very well while they face real life without any filters. Megan learned that lesson in the hardest way possible. Sometimes you do not throw away the trash, you just stop paying for it to stay and make your life bad.